Welcome to an all-new episode of This Week on Campus, weekly overview of events to look forward to here on Western Iowa Tech campus. I'm Gage Tunison.
And I'm Luke Jansma. Today we will talk about an event that will test your knowledge, but first.
At the end of last month, students had the opportunity to lobby at the state capitol and meet with members of the state legislature. Let's join our reporters Luke Jansma and Gage Tunison at the state capitol.
Outside the state capitol building of Des Moines, Iowa, where, inside, Western Iowa Tech students are lobbying for state officials to fund community colleges.
Something you really want to do is help college students have cheaper college. Are there any other things that you're trying to do other than these two programs to help them out?
Well, the best thing is, of course, the College Savings Iowa allows families to get tax deductions, professional investments, start just a savings program. As Warren Buffett always says, the really way to get rich is to have a habit of savings, and this kind of helps you create that. So it's just been a tremendous, and it's demonstrated tremendous success of helping families send their kids, grandkids, or their friends to college. Other things we do the Robert D. Blue scholarships. We give about 9 or 10 of those a year, depending on how much money we can earn. But we encourage Iowa students that are going to an Iowa school to apply for it. And so that's the only scholarship I'm involved with. But the other thing I am involved with, we look at for opportunities after opportunities to talk about financial literacy. It's important people understand how money works and how it affects your life. And for college students, I always tell them, be careful with credit cards. You can't file bankruptcy and get out of credit card debt. A lot of students have gotten credit cards because they're sent to you right when you start college. They run up the bills and then, I'll worry about that later. And I've run into kids that have earned $40,000 in debt, and I say, what did you buy? And they say, well, not really that much, but half the bill end up being fees and fines and high interest rates that have just buried them. So knowing what you're dealing with, how to handle things in credit cards, I would say you need them in this day and age, but be very cautious, pay them off on time, and understand. So understand your finances and how you're going to operate from month to month. It's important now because if you get in deep trouble, you'll spend maybe the next 25 years of your life trying to dig out.
Another topic that was discussed was IPERS.
And so some for more like our teachers, from what I understand, you're a huge supporter of IPERS, correct?
I'm a very big supporter of IPERS. IPERS has been a tremendous program since 1953, a retirement program that it encourages teachers to get into the profession. It's not the highest paid profession, but you have a good retirement called IPERS. It's a defined benefit, which means the day you retire, IPERS will tell you this is your benefit until the day you die. That's what you get paid. The stock market can crash or whatever. You're safe. And it's worked wonderful for Iowans in every county in this state. But there's a lot of moneyed interest people that want to change it. They want to say be in a 401k, which means basically your own savings account, and good luck. And if you go through 2008 or some bad year in the markets, you're in trouble. IPERS is there through thick and thin. It's proven success, and it's well funded. So I've spent the last year campaigning to keep IPERS strong. It helps us encourage good people to be in the teaching profession and other government workers, whether they work at the courthouse, the city, the state, driving the snow trucks, see these guys out there in the weather we're having today. They're all benefiting from it, and it helps our counties too.
Inside the halls of the Capitol building, Gage Tunison also had the opportunity to speak with Senator Randy Feenstra.
Our community, where we're from, community college is very important. And so are there things that you're specifically trying to do to help out the students that are going to NCC to work in like the local factories in Rock Valley and Sioux Center, areas like that?
Absolutely, Gage. First of all, it's just great to be with you, and I think so much of the community college arena, and especially Western Iowa Tech, does a fabulous job for our area. And so what we want to look at is creating a workforce that has a way to get, that has the ability to get into the workforce, and that all obviously comes with creating different skills for people. And that's what we're trying to do, is figure out a way to fund different skills, to figure out a way to create new dollars that we can get into the community colleges where people can come out with a skill to get into the workforce. And if you look at Sioux City and the surrounding area, there's so many different skills that are needed. There's so many jobs that are needed. Our unemployment right now is 2.4%. So there's a true desire to make sure kids coming out of high school or people that want to change their skill, that can happen. And community college and Western Iowa Tech can do that.
Jim Carlin was also nice enough to meet with us. They spoke about how Western Iowa Tech produces workers for niche markets.
Our community colleges provide skilled labor to so many areas of industry, and what we're doing at Western Iowa Tech is creating niches of specific skilled labor that is used and applied in our area of business and designed for it. And it's indispensable to our success for our business community to have that skilled labor. And, you know, as everybody knows, there's a huge workforce shortage, and one of the few arms of institutionalized creation of skilled labor is our community college system in the state, and it absolutely has to be adequately funded to meet those needs.
Before we left, Treasurer Fritz Gerald had this to add.
Well, it's just that it's real pleasure and an honor to serve as state treasurer. If I can help Iowans in any way, whether it's college savings or the Great Iowa Treasure Hunt returning the money, or our main mission is keeping the money safe. I'm the banker for the state, so I want to keep the money safe, and our credit rating is AAA because we have balanced budget and reserve funds, and I strive to impress upon the legislature we've got to keep that going. So that's the message I'd like to get out there.
All right, well, thank you very much. I've been Gage Tunison for WIT TV.
That was Gage Tunison, and I'm Luke Jansma for WIT TV.
Come join the Women Lead Change at their Change Siouxland Conference on Wednesday, February 13th. This event will be hosting workshops as well as a panel. Registration starts at 8:30 a.m. that morning and will end at 4:30 p.m. with lunch provided at noon. Just go to the Sioux City Convention Center with the address given on screen.
February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, and Western Iowa Tech will be hosting a meeting at this cafeteria on February 12th and the 19th from 11:45 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. Here you can join the discussions of dating and get your dating questions answered anonymously. Just send your questions to date.expectations@witcc.edu.
Don't have anything to give that special someone? Western Iowa Tech can help. Come to the bookstore hallway on February 14th, where you can make granulated candle art for your sweetheart. These candles are free of charge and can be made from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Later, a check at this upcoming week's forecast, but next, some charity events to participate in after the break.
For a degree in video and media production, Western Iowa Tech is the place to go. Through the video program, you'll gain knowledge from instructors with real-world experience through a combination of hands-on exercises, lecture, and real-world applications. You'll learn how to shoot and edit video, the basics of lighting and sound, and scripting for TV and film. Upon graduation, you'll be ready to enter the world of live television and video production. Get going and visit witcc.edu for more information.
Every day, hundreds of college radio stations take to the air. Students are building skills they can use in the industry. They gain experience on the air and organizational talents that can be put to use in a workplace. Supporting college radio and donating to the College Radio Fund gives the colleges money to work with and opens the doors of limitless possibilities to students. The grants are given out by a nonprofit charity, the College Radio Foundation. Help prospective hires earn the experience they need. For more information, please visit collegeradio.org.
Fitness classes are being offered to students at the Robert E. Dunker Student Center. Classes are open to people of all ability levels, and students can purchase a Comet Pass for $25, which gives students 6 months of access to all of the fitness classes. Contact Mike Brown for more information.
The United Way Committee is accepting donations to stock the food pantry at Western Iowa Tech. This event will take place on March 11th and 12th during staff development. There will be a wish list, and if you bring 5 items on that list, your name will be entered into a drawing to win many prizes.
Community members have the opportunity to donate dress clothing to the Spring Dress for Success. Donations of nice dress clothing, no longer needed or wanted, are welcomed. Please give your donations to Susan Grew or a United Way Committee member.
Later, we will tell you about a game show event you won't want to miss out on. But next, Jorge Quesada joins us with next week's forecast.
Every day across the country, hundreds of college radio stations take to the air.
Broadcasting music and programming that you won't hear anywhere else.
College radio changes the lives of those who are involved with it.
And can change those who listen to it too.
You can support college radio by donating to the College Radio Fund.
This fund gives financial grants to college stations that need it the most.
And is run by a nonprofit charity called the College Radio Foundation.
For more information, please visit collegeradio.org.
Welcome back. We are joined now by our very own Jorge Quesada. What's the weather looking like, Jorge?
Thanks, guys. It looks like the trend of cold weather continues as the highs for the weekend will almost reach 30 degrees. The lows will reach as low as 14 degrees over the weekend, which will not be too low compared to the week ahead, reaching as low as 3 degrees on Wednesday. The highs, however, will vary from 19 to 28 degrees as the week goes on. The chances for precipitation will be extensive through the week, with a 90% chance of snow on Monday, which could potentially bring blizzard-like conditions Monday night into Tuesday morning, so we could possibly see a late start with even no school on Monday or Tuesday. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jorge. Up next, we have a few final messages before we sign off for the week. Stay with us.
Come and test your knowledge on February 21st at the Overlook Cafe. This event will go on from noon to 1:30. If you have any questions about this event, be sure to contact Mike Brown.
It is still not too late to join us in our trip to see the Minnesota Wild take on the New Jersey Devils, as well as a trip to the Mall of America. The group leaves at 10 a.m. on February 15th. This event will cost $125, which will include the travel, the ticket, and the lodging. Be sure to bring extra money for any other purchases.
With the spring semester in full swing, that means that our lineup for free events for Western Iowa Tech students is full swing as well. Treat yourself to one free movie a month on Tuesday. Just go to Mike Brown's office to get your ticket.
Join us for Drop Zone Family Fun Night, the second Monday of every month from 6 to 8 p.m. Show your Western Iowa Tech ID at Drop Zone in Sioux City on February 11th to hop in on the fun.
Western Iowa Tech's Pickled Palate is back in session. Come join us every first Wednesday of each month in Robert E. Dunker Student Center to express your creativity through art. Remember, it's free with a student ID.
If you have something you would like publicized on This Week on Campus, send it to thisweek@whitcc.edu. This Week on Campus is a webcast from the Broadcasting and Multimedia Journalism and Video and Media Production programs in association with the Audio and Engineering program at Western Iowa Tech Community College in Sioux City, Iowa.
New episodes of This Week on Campus are posted every Friday afternoon. For the latest content from our programs, please visit our website, witcc.tv, where you can find a direct link to our YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for joining us, and see you next week.